What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and we have movie after movie just being delayed indefinitely due to the coronavirus outbreak, the coronapocalypse, as some are calling it right now on Twitter. It's pretty insane. We've never seen anything like this, to be quite honest, but I wanted to go through every movie that we know that has been delayed so far. And this isn't even up to date because there's another one too. We'll just start with the lead one that's not on this list, then go down all of the other things here. Marvel's Shang-Chi suspends production as director is tested for coronavirus. Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings put production on hold amidst the coronavirus threat. Over the last few weeks, the coronavirus rapidly spread throughout the world and is now fully effect in Hollywood. Multiple blockbusters have been delayed significantly, and we will go over all of those in just a second. Theme parks closed down, conventions canceled, filming for both small and big screen projects being indefinitely suspended, and this one is the latest. Plot details are being kept tightly under wraps, with the film's expected to debut the MCU's real Mandarin. Awkwafina also joined the project. Filming was pushed to this year. It's still supposed to be released in 2021, but we do not know how long this is going to be delayed. Unit production has been indefinitely shut down due to concerns over the global pandemic. So, Another thing for Disney that is going to be delayed, another thing that will delay the MCU. So, not great news for Disney, not great news if you're a fan of the MCU, and definitely not great news if you're anyone that could have contracted coronavirus on the set. So we hope that they are okay. But let's get back to these ones and get to all the ones that you may have heard about already. Maybe a couple you haven't. No Time to Die. We know about No Time to Die. They were ahead of the curve on this thing. I know a lot of people were talking about, was this James Bond movie delayed due to reshoots or whatever? Maybe they were just a little ahead of the curve. No Time to Die is heavily reliant on international box office. And obviously, things got a lot worse internationally, especially over in Europe. They started to escalate before here in America. Skyfall made $800 million $800 million internationally, only $300 million domestically. So that international box office was really important in No Time to Die. They were ahead of the curve on this thing. That's going to be released now in November. And let's just hope that by November, in a couple months, maybe things will have calmed down and they can start rescheduling, getting some of these things out. And that, maybe we'll get to see No Time to Die at that point. Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. Now, I don't know how many people are devastated about this, but it is officially postponed. It was supposed to hit March 27th and then the U.S. on April 3rd, but it's being delayed 4 months all the way to August. So if you are one of those people looking to see Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, you're going to have to wait a couple more months. So I'm sure some kids might be disappointed about that one. A Quiet Place Part 2. Now, there are a lot of people really looking forward to A Quiet Place Part 2 that really enjoyed A Quiet Place. I thought Quiet Place was good. Quiet Place 2, I saw the trailer. They show, I guess once you see the monster, it's not a big deal anymore. They show a lot of the monster just in the trailer for A Quiet Place 2. But I guess if you watch Quiet Place 1, you kind of already know. So that is going to be delayed. They have no idea yet. An as yet unspecified month in 2020. It was supposed to release, I think, next weekend. It was supposed to be in theaters, but that is obviously no longer the case. It's going to be delayed likely several months. Given it's a very real possibility select U.S. theaters will close down, the decision makes sense pretty much whatever angle you look at. And we'll talk about that at the end, kind of if things do close down, what everyone's going to do. Fast and Furious 9. Now, this came out yesterday. This was pretty crazy. They're delaying it a year. Fast Furious 9 is being delayed 1 year. That is unheard of. May 2020, release date all the way to April 2nd, 2021. Now, they had been holding on to that for Fast and Furious 10, evidently. I don't know if that is in production right now. But listen, it's going to be a year before you can see Fast and Furious 9. Craziness. The Lovebirds, I can't say I've ever heard about this movie. I can't say I'm going to be missing it too much in theaters, but it is a smaller film that is being delayed. They do not know when it will be rescheduled. New Mutants. Now, this one listen, this whole situation, you don't want to say it's funny, but you do kind of have to find the light in things at times. The fact that New Mutants is delayed is hilarious because you look at this picture of Macy Williams in it. New Mutants has been delayed over and over and over again. It was done by Fox before Disney bought them, and they're like, well, it looks like this film's so unusable, we're gonna have to do reshoots and like change the entire movie. People are like, how are you gonna do reshoots? These people are like way older now, they don't even look anything like that. And after some deliberations, they're like, well, we're just gonna leave it the same way. People are like, but you said it was awful. What do you mean you're gonna leave it the same? So Disney was going to release this, and now that is not the case. It is delayed yet again. Still do not have a new time frame for release for the New Mutants. I can't say I'm really looking forward to the movie. Can't say that's going to be a big... it's not really going to upset me too much. But of all the things that are delayed, I think you have to find that one at least a little funny. This thing's never going to get released. Macy Williams is going to be 30 before this thing eventually comes out. Now, a big one, Mulan. That was obviously supposed to happen very soon. Mulan has been delayed. They're hoping that they'll release it in 2020 at some point, but we already knew the China release had been pushed back due to everything going on in China. As the cards started to fall, Disney made the decision to go ahead and push Mulan as well. So that's not going to be till a little later. And another Disney production, Antlers, a horror movie produced by Guillermo del Toro, is also going to be delayed. We do not have a date for that as well, probably a couple months at least. But overall, all of these movies, it's going to be such a huge dent in the industry. Everything that's happening in the world right now, I don't know how many industries are going to be unaffected other than streaming services. Now, streaming services, I think, are they going to be able to take advantages? Is going to drive more people to these streaming services? Since I feel like more people will be sitting at home, I do think that will be the case. Now, we know that for streaming services, well, things like Falcon and Winter Soldier, I know for a fact, productions really halted for that in a lot of ways. They were supposed to do shooting in Prague. They can't. They went back to Atlanta. How long is it going to be before productions totally shut down on that as well? And now we start getting delays on streaming service stuff. I think that is going to happen in the near future. But could you see a possibility where movies, the movie theaters are not open, that they shut down the theaters completely? And what that would really do, because I know right now that's one of the few things that people are able to do. You can't go to theme parks, you can't go to sporting events, you can go to the movies, but there's not going to be any big things in theaters. So it's all just, we're going to play it by ear, see how it goes. It's a little scary, like the idea that all this stuff's happening that we've never seen before, but we got to keep on moving on with our lives, and we'll keep on telling you guys what we can about the entertainment industry and everything going on in the world. Let me know your thoughts about all these things being delayed. Do you think it's the right decision for these production companies? Do you think that maybe they should have just left them and rolled the dice and see how it went? Maybe a lot of people want to go to the theaters if they're not going to be forcibly closed down. Let me know. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.